everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you some of my preparation for my Ramadan. The first one is making some marinated olives. For this one I will need some red olives, the one that are a bit dry. You can find them in the Turkish shop. And for the marinade, you can choose any flavors you want with any herbs or any spices. I will just show you some of the options I have here. So I've got some cumin seeds, I've got some thyme, some oregano, I've got also some fresh herbs, fresh rosemary, fresh parsley, fresh coriander. I've got also some coriander and peppercorn. I've got garlic and got some harissa. We'll put also some extra virgin olive oil, and we don't need salt because the olives are already very salty. So I'm just gonna choose a combination of 2-3 flavors. Don't use so many because otherwise you're gonna confuse the flavors, will not be evident in the marinade. So this time I'm gonna choose garlic, a little bit of harissa. Bear in mind the harissa is very spicy. A little bit of extra virgin olive oil. I will use a little bit of cumin seeds. As I said, you can choose the flavors that you like, and they're gonna marinate and leave their flavors in the olives. I'm using also some rosemary. I'm just gonna cut it like this into chunks to release the flavor. I'm just gonna mix it like this little bit. The recipe says very quick and very easy. As you know, marinated olives are a bit expensive in the stores. So if you do this, you can save a lot of money by buying just normal olives. You can buy just the Greek olives, the green ones, the big ones. I like them too. Or this black olives or any kind of olives. And just marinate it like this. Releases a very nice flavor. Already smells very good. And then you just need a jar. But if it's a top clip jar, you put your olives inside. I'm still smelling that smell. Comes very nice. Just put it in the jar and the job is done. This is one of the things I like to do before Ramadan because I like to leave some time for the olives to marinate. And you can do different flavors, as I said, different types of olives. That's it. We're gonna close and that's it. Our job is done. We're gonna leave it in the fridge for all the time. You can start using it straight away, but leave it one day just to settle, and the more you leave it, the more the flavors come out. But then you have to consume it within 10 to 15 days, leaving it in the fridge, and that's it. The second recipe is a very common ingredient that we need in Moroccan cuisine, which is preserved lemons. If you've seen some of my recipes, you will realize that I use a lot of preserved lemons. And what you do is pretty simple. You just need some lemons, better if they're unwaxed. If they have wax on them, you need to wash them a little bit with hot water from the outside to make sure you take off the wax because it's not good, it's not healthy. Then we need plenty of salt and a jar. This is a sterilized jar. Better if it's clip top as well. And I just put a sticker on it just to say what it is or the date I'm making this, just to have track of how long it takes. And then we need a juicer to make some lemon juice and stickers to write on it. Nothing special, so it's just 2 ingredients basically. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna start by making we have to cut the lemon. Just cut it from the top. We're gonna just take that tip. We're gonna cut it in 4 pieces like this, but make sure that it doesn't touch the bottom. needs to be entire, like this whole. We're just cutting into 4 to make sure we can add a little bit of salt in the middle. This is how we're going to preserve it. So you just put 1 tablespoon in the middle, or whatever you can put. These are small lemons because it makes it easy for me to put them in the jar and work them. You hold them like this very tight to make sure the salt doesn't get out. Obviously some salt's gonna come out, but we're just trying to help it. And we're gonna repeat the operation, taking all the bits that you don't want. You cut it into 4, not till the end. You leave the bottom together just to hold it together and hold the salt as well. We put some salt in the inside like this, and we try to squeeze it with the other one. It's very useful to try to squeeze the lemons between each other to reduce the space between them, and this will also help the lemons to hold on their shape and keep the salt inside. Don't worry about using too much salt. This is the base of the principle of preserving something, because the lemon will help to reduce the possibility of getting bacteria or any microorganisms. Just gonna wipe our surface and repeating the operation till we fill all the jar. It's pretty easy way of doing it. There are other ways of making this preserved lemons, but I think this is the easiest and, let's say, quickest and less complicated. I do prefer to make this before Ramadan because it takes some time. So you need to do this at least 1 month before Ramadan, just to make sure you get them ready for the holy month. Squeeze them, as you can see. Just try to fill the holes. The smaller the lemons, the better it will fit in the space. Also, I think I'm gonna add just this last one. And make sure you leave some entire lemons for the juice, because we need to make some lemon juice. Let's say this is the last one. I'll try to squeeze it in the between. Make sure you don't squeeze them too much. We don't want the salt to come out. Like this. As you can see, we filled as much as we can of space. Okay, this job is done. Now I'm just gonna wash my hand. I'll be back with you. All right, now we're gonna put a little bit of salt on the top, like this, and the leftover lemons, I'm gonna squeeze them just to make sure we have a little bit of lemon juice, as the acidity of the lemon juice will help also preserve the lemons and make them soften quickly. And let's get rid of the seeds and then squeeze the second lemon. I don't have any other lemons, otherwise I would have used more lemon juice, but don't worry, even a little bit will work. I'll show you the trick. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna simply drizzle this lemon juice on the top. It will dissolve the salt and help preserve the lemon. Just give it a wipe, make sure everything is clean, and we're gonna close it. Make sure the clip top is very tight. We don't want any liquid to come out. And now we're gonna stick the sticker on the top. I know you know what it is because you can see from it, but let's give it a nice touch. Now preserved lemons are ready. As you can see, little bit of juice on the bottom. So to make sure all the lemons are cooked or like preserved, you can flip it like this, so you can keep it for 1 week on the like this normal side and other week upside down, just to make sure all the both sides, the top and the bottom of the jar, are coated in the lemon juice and the salt, and they cook very well. All right guys, now I have waited for 1 month nearly for my lemons. Now let's check on them. As you can see, they're already soft and the pulp comes out easily, and the bottom is even more cooked because it stayed more in contact with the juice. And I said just keep flipping it over like this to make sure the lemon juice is on the top and the bottom. I will show you some of my left preserved lemon from earlier. These are like more than 6 months, and as you can see, the color became orange, dark orange, and they're very soft. They look like a paste. Don't worry about it. Even if they're 6 months old, you can still use them. You're not gonna die of it, because high concentration of salt will help keep them preserved. So this is the end of my recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please put a thumbs up, leave some comments, and share with your friends. Thank you.